Hey all, welcome to Share Trek. This is Raj here. And today I want to talk to you about Applied Genetic Technologies Corporation, AGTC, which is listed in NASDAQ, a developer of adeno-associated virus-based gene therapies that is being acquired by a company called Syncona Limited, which is a British company. This gives us a glimpse of what may happen to some genomic companies with low cash runway but plenty of intellectual property. So let's get started. Welcome back, friends. First, let me give you a background about AGTC. This genomics company is focused on retinal ailments. Let's check out their website first. I'll walk you through their pipeline and then we'll come back. Here we are on the website of AGTC, and this is their pipeline. And as you can see, they have a therapy called XLRP, which is an orphan drug designated, and it's in phase 2 of 3, which is in very advanced clinical stage. And it has shown good response in the first two phases, and it's in the third phase right now. And if you look at the other candidates, at least 3 of them are on phase 1 of clinical trial, and at least 3 more of them are in enabling stage. So this is a pretty rich pipeline. And if you just look at this pipeline, you'd say, oh, wow, it's a fantastic company, and you'd wonder why it's planning to sell. And as you can see, they have a pretty good pipeline compared to our average genomics company. I say that not only because of the fact that many candidates are there in this pipeline, but also the fact that they have 4 therapies in clinical trials with 1 in advanced clinical trial. They're also enabling 3 more therapies. At a glance, you may wonder why they would want to sell out. The reason is that AGTC has only enough cash to last until the end of 2022. It's also tried raising $10 million in fundraising because its lead product, which is GTC 501, which is in phase 2 of X-linked retinitis pigmentosa, or XLRP. That's why they call it XLRP, an incurable genetic condition that leads to blindness. AGTC only has enough cash to last until the end of 2022 and has already tried cutting costs and $10 million fundraising. Its lead product, which is GTC 501, which is in phase 2 of X-linked retinitis pigmentosa, which is a mouthful for me. Let's call it XLRP, which is an incurable genetic condition that leads to blindness. That has to be progressed all the way to commercialization, along with 3 other candidates which are in clinical trials, which also have to be serviced. They need money to keep progressing all of these to commercialization at the very least. Not to mention that the other clinical trial candidates they have no other choice but to be acquired by Syncona. Let's quickly take a look at the AGTC shares on our TradingView platform. Well, friends, here we are on our TradingView platform, and we are looking at the chart for AGTC. And as you can see, these are all candles which are one-day candles. There was a steep fall somewhere around 12th of July. And since then, they have been consolidating for a while, and then they dropped further all the way down to 24 cents or almost 25 cents when the announcement came of their being acquired by Syncona. And at that stage, the share prices went up almost 100%, and it's now at $40. It's now at 40 cents. So it's a jump of almost 100% from where it was, somewhere around 24 cents. So that's the dynamic out there. Of course, this is good for the company and its investors because the IP will get progressed further. Now let's talk a little about Syncona Limited. Syncona is a British company. It's based in London. Syncona trades in the London Stock Exchange under the symbol SYNC, and was last quoted for 174.06 GBX on 17th of October 2022, which is today. And those unfamiliar with GBX need to know that many stocks traded on the London Stock Exchange trade against GBX, which is penny sterling. This currency is automatically converted back to GBP. And if you had a trading account in Britain and traded in one of those stocks, in your account statement, it will also show the conversion for the amount in GBX, where 1 GBX is 0.01 British pounds. So that's just a nice to know little bit of information if you didn't know already. Syncona is like a talent scout but for cell therapy, gene therapy, biologics, and small molecule companies that may have great IP being developed but doesn't have enough cash. In the process, they hope to acquire such companies and help them succeed. They hold a decent stake in each of these selected companies, and when the companies become good, sometimes they sell also. They have already sold 3 companies. Syncona oversaw the sale of retinal companies Nightstar to Biogen for $877 million in 2019 and gyroscopes to Novartis last year for $800 million upfront. I don't have information about the third company they sold, but on their website they say that they have sold 3 companies so far. We'll see a chart later on which will talk about all that. Syncona currently is a major shareholder in 3 gene therapy companies: liver-focused Freeline, kidney-focused PureSpring, and neurological-focused Swan Bio. You'll see all of these names in a subsequent slide that I'm going to talk to you about. Here I would like to, in fact, take you exactly to that chart on the website of Syncona that shows their asset. You'll find the name of those companies and the fact that they have sold those 3 companies. It tells their whole story. Therefore, let me take you to the graphic first and then we'll talk about it. Here we are on the website of Syncona, and as you can see, they have a portfolio of companies in their of course, in their portfolio, which is cell therapy companies, gene therapy companies, biologics companies, small molecule companies. They also have a tab here for the previous investments in which we have the names like Gyroscope that they sold off, Blue Earth, Nightstar, Azaria Therapeutics, 14mg. And in small molecules, they have a few companies. And in gene therapy, you would find Freeline, Swan Bio, and PureSpring. And now AGTC will probably start appearing in the gene therapy section out here. And if you look at their portfolio, this is similar to what you have as a pipeline for genomic companies. They have a portfolio out here in which they have listed all their companies and how their drugs are progressing. And you can see there are at least 3 therapies in clinical trials among the companies that they have taken over. And there are many in preclinical trials. So it's looking pretty good out here, and AGTC, when it comes in, will also be in clinical trials. So that will strengthen their portfolio. And also, if we were to scroll across and look at the investment proposition section, you see this particular chart out here, which tries to give you a very succinct view of what their portfolio looks like. They are building the next generation of global leaders in life science. And you have Syncona generation 1, which has 3.1x gross multiple of cost. So they have made three times as much as money as they have invested there. And this consists of 3 companies which have late stage clinical trials: Blue Earth, Nightstar, and Autolus. And then they have Syncona's generation 2, 1.2x gross multiple of investments made, Gyroscope, Freeline, and one more company out here. I can't read the name. I need to have better glasses for this. It's not very legible. And then we have Syncona generation 3. So I think the generation 1 is the first acquisitions, and they are in a much better stage. And if you look at delivering value section out here, it says it has invested 905.7 million pound sterlings in life science portfolio since 2012. And gross multiples on invested capital overall is 1.6 times. And portfolio companies that have been sold are 3 portfolio companies, one to Novartis and that we mentioned earlier, 4.x gross multiple on invested capital on 3 companies sold to date. So they made 4.6 times as much as they invested. So they are a successful company. They are based in Britain, and they have thrown a helping hand to AGTC. Because this pipeline is very rich. Now all of this will get translated and go into AGTC's portfolio. It's good for the intellectual property that has been developed, and also the shareholders are going to get some money out of this, the shareholders of AGTC. Overall, I think in my books, it's a win-win situation. This should give hope to genomic companies in today's difficult market, that there are companies such as Syncona that would step in. I'm wondering if they are keeping an eye on Bluebird Bio, because I think Bluebird Bio definitely would be bang on target for a company like this. And I would like to know, what do you guys think about Syncona? If it was in the US stock exchange, would you buy it? Please let me know in the comment section below. I'm very curious to hear what you think about this. With that said, my friends, this brings me to an end of this video. It was just a curiosity video, but I wanted to show you that what are the things that are possible. You don't actually have to be developing genomic therapies or genomic sequencing machines in order to benefit from the activities taking place in this industry. You could be like Syncona, and but it needs really deep pockets, and also it needs a great deal of expertise to identify the right company and the right candidates, or else very quickly you can burn through a lot of money. Syncona seems to be doing a great job, so I think I really admire what this company is doing. Well, friends, that brings me to an end of this video. If you like this video, please do not hesitate to press a like out there. It helps the channel. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, why not? Please subscribe and help me grow this channel. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.